what grief has taught me about home is of particular value as somebody who, yes, I've started a podcast about grief and about mental health at large, and I also am a realtor. And so this idea of the importance of home is why I think that I love being a real estate agent. On its face, you'd think, wow, podcast host about mental health and grief and real estate agent. Almost feels like, and I juggle fire and basket weave. But they really are very tied together. Being out here on the back patio in my backyard is so important. It's so needed, and it's so needed to raise my son in. But the importance of home, when we moved up, I was in such a haste to make my home beautiful because I was in such emergency and so much peril trying to make my life feel normal on the coattails of the most seminal moment of my life, tragically losing my brother. Also, this compulsive need I had to make it as beautiful as possible. And I think that is both reflective of who I am, but also how a lot of us are now. You know, like, I think that homes are getting prettier as we're becoming more detail-oriented and everybody sort of wanting their favorite thing. And it's both crazy-making. Amazon is thrilled about it, but it also is nice that we're creating these beautiful spaces. And so, you know, I'd have like 4 different workers in my home at once directing traffic. You know, I'd have the wallpaper hanger, and I'd have the electrician hanging a chandelier. And I always call my house the home that Andy built, because I had this grief fueling that need to make my space beautiful. And I do love beautiful homes. And I do think that on one end it's shallow, because we're like, oh, well, these are just things making a space beautiful. And yet a beautiful space and a beautiful home does transform the way you feel when you're in it, when you walk through the space. And then you begin to create memories in those spaces. And that is profound with creating this home the moment my brother died, and creating those memories starting then. And now those memories are just leaping forward, not to mention the amount of I'm cataloging of my son, you know, hiccuping or taking one step. My grief of the first 5 years of my healing journey took place in my brand new home, and how those memories of him, like picture frames on the wall, just sort of get thrown into that bouillabaisse of healing and of love, encapsulated by a home that I find beautiful, and how much that connects to my clients who I have these beautiful relationships with, and how I can give them advice about how to make their home beautiful.